Mm. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I come from crude and formless ore, buried in the earth's deep night. A weight of silent potential, awaiting heat and light. Then came the forge of suffering, the bellows, breath of change, a crucible of circumstance where nothing stays the same. The flames expose my brittleness, the flaws along the grain. The hammer of the hour fell again and again and again. Not to destroy the substance, but to find the shape within. To beat the selfish darkness out, let pure work begin. Fire and form, the sacred art of being made.
Witness the blade,
to be both the molten metal and the hand that plies the trade. Fire and form, through the striking and the strain.
through the pain.
We are not just what we are, but what we shall remain.
What I shall be.
The water's hissing temper is the test that makes it true. A shock to fix the character in everything we do. Will it hold an edge for justice, or will it shatter weak and flawed? The steam that rises tells the tale to the ever-watching jar. So do not fear the furnace, nor the hammer's firm decree. This is the ancient process that forges liberty. We are the living iron on the anvil of this age, written in the scripture on the blacksmith's sacred page. Fire and form, the sacred art of being made.
Witness the blade,
To be both the molten metal and the hand that plies the trade. Fire and form, through the striking and the strain.
through the pain.
We are not just what we are, but what we shall remain. Now see ya, what is weapons for the cycles of revenge, but as tools for building on a new and righteous edge. A sickle for the harvest, where the fields of freedom grow. A key to lose the prisons, letting captives come and go. The fire has defined us, and the form is now complete. A purpose born of struggle makes the final product sweet. So when you feel the heat again, remember what you are. A living blade of light, born from the elemental star. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The furnace of this Babylon is stoked with selfish gain. They forge the links of sorrow, they temper chains of pain. They shape the swords of discord in their fire's wicked glow, and sell them to the people who have nowhere else to go. But I have seen a different fire on a humble hidden heart, a flame that does not consume, but reveals a truer worth. And on a plain and simple stone, beneath a different art. The hammer of experience falls on the anvil of the heart. Strike the anvil of the heart. Let the righteous sparks fly.
Sparks in the night.
Forging tools for Zion against the system of the lie. Strike the anvil of the heart. In the sweat and in the heat.
Sacred heat.
To shape a love unbreakable, a discipline complete.
Jah fire burn.
You cannot buy this metal from the merchant or the mine. It's ore of pure endurance from a deep and secret line. Each blow of disappointment, each searing touch of grief is but the master smith's intent to shape the raw belief. So let the hammer fall, let the scale and dross be beat, until the form reflected in the fire's art is sweet. A plowshare for the future, not a weapon for the past. A tool to build a kingdom that shall eternally last. Let the righteous sparks fly.
Sparks in the night.
Forging tools for Zion against the system of the lie. Strike the anvil of the heart. In the sweat and in the heat.
Sacred heat.
To shape a love unbreakable, a discipline complete. So when you feel the fire's kiss and hear the hammer's song, no, you are not alone there, for the fellowship is strong. We are all apprentice smiths at this ancestral forge, guided by a spirit no earthly power can disgorge. We temper strength with mercy, we quench the blade in peace, until the cycle of revenge and hatred finds release. And from each tested willing heart, a new tool shall depart, shaped and blessed upon the holy anvil of the heart.
Strike the anvil of the
Anvil
heart.
of the heart.
Strike the anvil of the
Anvil
heart.
of the heart.
Strike the anvil of the heart. Strike the anvil of the heart. Strike the anvil of the heart.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The baker in his palace sells a sweet and airy loaf, a false and fleeting fullness for a price that keeps you broke. But I speak of different flour, ground in a different mill, from harvests of oppression on a barren rocky hill. It's the bread of tears and patience, of the long and waiting hour. It holds the taste of ashes, yet it rises with the power. You cannot buy this substance in the marketplace of man. It's passed from hand to callous hand, according to the plan. Woo! Break the bread of the afflicted, share the crust and share the crumbs. It is the body of the struggle, from which the righteous come. Break the bread of the afflicted, though it's bitter to the tongue. It builds a fortress in the spirit of the old and of the young. The leaven is not yeast of pride that puffs a man up high. It's the quiet working culture of a truth that cannot die. It rises in the darkness of the downtrodden and alone, and forms a solid sustenance no king can ever throne. For you can starve our body, lock the granary door, but this bread multiplies in hearts that hunger evermore. It's baked in fires of injustice, in the furnace of the scorn, and it comes out not as ashes, but a substance to be born. Oh, break the bread of the afflicted, share the crust and share a crumb. It is the body of the struggle from which the righteous come. Break the bread of the afflicted, though it's bitter to the tongue. It builds a fortress in the spirit of the old and of the young.
The music reduces to the haunting grind of the millstone and the stark polyrhythmic conversation of the Nyabingi drums. A sound of relentless patient work, a feeling of deep hunger permeates. Suddenly a bright, clear trombone line cuts through, sweet and pure as unexpected nourishment. This triggers not a scare rhythm, but a stately, hopeful stay groove. The bass line becomes a nourishing, melodic walk. The horns weave a gentle descending melody that feels like a blessing, a sigh of relief before returning to the solemn roots foundation.
So gather at this table, though the table is the ground, where the promise is not spoken, but in silent breaking found. This is our communion, this our daily sacred feast, a taste of coming justice for the people in their need. The children of the diaspora from every scattered shore are nourished by this hardship and are asked to break still more, until the day the harvest yields a sweeter final grain. And no soul knows the pang of hunger, nor the burden of the chain. Oh, break the bread of the afflicted, share the crust and share the crumbs. It is the body of the struggle from which the righteous come. Break the bread of the afflicted, though it's bitter to the tongue. It builds a fortress in the spirit of the old and of the young. Jah provide.
They speak of mighty temples built with limestone to the sky, with fortune spent on ornament to please a passing eye. But the first and truest cornerstone the masons all refuse is the living, breathing body that injustice did abuse. You cannot house the spirit in a hall of pride and theft, when the wounded are outside in the cold bereft. So behold the true foundation, where the humble ones now stand, not on polished marble floor, but on the good and living land. Foundations of the temple, feel it tremble in the ground, a shaking in the subterranean, a seismic holy sound. Foundations of the temple, built with sacrifice and pain. For every tear that waters, it's a stone of love we gain.
Righteous gain.
No architect of Babylon designed this hallowed plan. It grows according to the will of the great I am. The mortar is our mercy, the plumb line is the truth. The pillars are the elders in the wisdom of their youth. And every soul that enters must lay down their heavy load of prejudice and hatred on this long and trying road. For this temple's open courtyard has a ceiling of the stars, and its sanctuary echoes with the ancient healing scars. Foundations of the temple, feel it tremble in the ground. shaking in the subterranean, a seismic holy sound. Foundations of the temple, built with sacrifice and pain. For every tear that waters it, a stone of love we gain. Yeah. The drums engage in a fierce polyrhythmic dialogue, growing in intensity and speed, mimicking the act of laying stone upon stone. The bass drops out, leaving only the steel putts and storm. At its peak, a sharp whistle cuts through. The band returns not with scar, but with a stark militant rocksteady rhythm, slower, heavier, and more deliberate. The horns play a grinding, gritty riff that sounds like stones being shaped. This transitions back into the deep roots groove. So let the winds of turmoil blow, let the flood waters rise. This structure is eternal, seen by the most discerning eyes. It's not a place for hiding from the struggle or the fight, but the headquarters of the lovers who turn darkness into light. So bring your block of conscience, your troll of steadfast will. We are building up a fortress that no evil can ever spill. For the temple is a people moving as a sacred whole, with a sanctuary beating in every single soul. Foundations of the temple, feel it tremble in the ground. A shaking in the subterranean, a seismic holy sound. Foundations of the temple, built with sacrifice and pain. For every tear that waters it, a stone of love we gain. Foundations of the temple.
They sell you fraying fabric, mass-produced and thin, a pattern of confusion that the people tumble in. But I speak of stronger thread on an old and wooden frame, where every generation calls the ancient pattern's name. The warp is time eternal, the weft is what we choose, the shuttle of our daily deeds we either gain or lose. A tapestry of struggle, of joy and bitter tears, woven through the living fabric of the passing years. Weave on loom of legacy, let the righteous pattern grow, let it grow. A cluster of the newborn, a banner bright to show. Weave on loom of legacy, with a steadfast hand and true, the garment of a people in every shade and hue, in royal hue. Beware the tempting scissors of the merchant and the thief, who'd cut you from your history to market your belief. They'd sell you
sounds of the lumen and the intricate and halocking Nyabingi rhythms. Complex, beautiful pattern and sound. It feels focused, meditate then. The uplift and ska trumpets burst through like a bolt of dazzling, multicolored thread. The horns play a rapid, jubilant and intricate melody that dances and leaps. A musical representation of a vibrant, perfect pattern being revealed. The rhythm is ecstatic and sovereign and sorry, a moment of pure creative joy, before weaving seamlessly back into the deep, warm roots groove.
So take your place now at the bench, your hands upon the wood. The pattern is continuing and understood as good. You are not just the wearer, you're the weaver in your turn. A living link within the cloth from which you cannot spurn. Add your thread of courage, your strand of tempered grace, and watch the grand design unfold in this contested space. For the final glorious garment, when the weaving is complete, will clothe the congregation in a victory so sweet. Weave on loom of legacy, let the righteous pattern grow. Let it grow. Oh, 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 yeah. Weave on loom of legacy, let the righteous pattern grow. Let it grow. This life is yielding clay upon the wheel of time, shaped by unseen hands, according to design. The world will try to grab it with a clumsy, selfish fist, to mold you to its image in the artificial mist. But feel the master's touch, the pressure sure and kind, a guiding patient rhythm that reforms the wandering mind. For every jar of honor, every vessel made with grace, must first know the spinning and find its central place. Spin on potter's wheel, let the new shape be revealed. From the formless and the broken, a new purpose is congealed. Spin on potter's wheel, with a visionary skill, a vessel for the living waters, to carry and to fill, to overflow. You'll feel the fire's trial, the killing of scorching pain, where glazes of your character are tested in the flame. Some pieces may seem finished, but they hide a hidden flaw, a crack of pride or malice that the righteous fire will thaw. So let the heat descend, let weakness burn away, to emerge a stronger vessel for the coming day. For a pot that holds true water must be solid to the core, fired in the furnace till it cannot leak no more. Spin on potter's wheel, let the new shape be revealed. From the formless and the broken, a new purpose is congealed. Spin on potter's wheel, with a visionary skill, a vessel for the living waters, to carry and to fill.
Spin on potter's wheel, let the new shape be revealed. From the formless and the broken, a new purpose is congealed. Spin on potter's wheel, with a visionary skill, A vessel for the living waters to carry and to fill.
Now see yourself as earthenware, both humble and yet strong. A product of the process where you truly do belong. Not meant for dusty shelves, but for service for the task. To hold the cool, clear water that the weary spirit asks. So on this wheel we all revolve, together in the spin. Unique in shape and purpose, but related deep within. Created for a usage in the great I Am's great plan. A useful, blessed vessel in the hand of the great man. Spin on potter's wheel, let the new shape be revealed. Let us see from the formless and the broken, a new purpose is congealed. Spin on potter's wheel with a visionary skill. Oh, skill, a vessel for the living waters to carry and to fill.
Oh
Do-do-do, ya-do-do, The preacher man talk about a river wide and far away, a mystical crossing for some bright future day. But I feel the current pulling at my weary 2 feet now. In the sweat upon my brow, brother, in the sweat upon my brow. It's the flood of generation, the tears my mother cried. It's the stream of righteous struggle where the faithful abide.
River Jordan deep,
And the water is cold,
so cold.
but it washes clean the story that the history books never told. So told,
River Jordan deep,
I'm gonna wade on through,
wait on.
for it leads from this confusion to the land that is brand new. Jah guide, can't build no bridge across it with a banker's silver coin. Can't sail it in a vessel that a wicked man did join. The only boat is mercy, shaped from a humble heart. And the only pole to guide you is a conscience set apart. So shed the heavy garment of your vanity and pride. Step into the water, let the old man die inside.
River Jordan deep,
And the water is cold,
so cold.
but it washes clean the story that the history books never told. So
River Jordan deep,
I'm gonna wade on through,
wait on.
for it leads from this confusion to the land that is brand new. Bo 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 bo. Oh 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 oh. Oh 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 oh. Oh oh. I see the far bank greener, where the lion and the lamb rest beneath the cedar in the great I Am's great plan. No more the driver's whip cry, no more the spirit's night. Only the living waters and the everlasting light. So though the flow is strongest right here in the middle stream, I fix my eyes on Zion, that everlasting dream. Oh,
River Jordan deep,
and the water is cold,
so cold.
but it washes clean the story
Jordan deep.
I'm gonna wade on through,
Wait on,
for it leads from this confusion to the land that is brand new, the promised green,
River Jordan deep.
and the water is cold.
So
Chill me to the
but it washes clean the story that the history books never told.
wash me clean.
River Jordan deep.
I'm gonna wade on through,
Wait on,
I'm coming home.
leads from this confusion to the land that is brand new.
The promised land, the promised land. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
The groove settles into a deep meditative one drop. The lead singer's voice becomes a rhythmic chant, answered by the choir's hum. Step by step, the depth. By death, no death, the current. Yeah. Parchment, faded brown and deep. The word of the prophets that the vain ones could not keep. Not read with pen of scholar in a university hall, but etched by time on living hearts who heard the righteous call. It speaks of sun and rainfall, of root and branch and vine, a covenant of nature, a universal sign. So open up your scripture, read it in the morning light. It's there in every struggle, in every endless night. Scroll of the ancients, unroll it for I.
Let I see
The living law of Mount Zion, beneath the endless sky. Scroll of the ancients, truth cannot grow.
never old.
Written in a spirit, on a page that cannot hold.
Jah Jah,
Them build them parchment prisons, a law to suit the thief, to grant the fox the hen house and multiply the grief. But I read a different chapter, where the last shall be the first, where the spiritually thirsty forever quench their thirst. The ink is blood of martyrs, the page is human skin. The lesson is for everyone, for all who dwell in sin. So cast away the footnote that justifies the wrong, and chant the living psalms now, make your spirit strong. Scroll of the ancients, unroll it for I.
let I see
The living law of Mount Zion, beneath the endless sky. Scroll of the ancients, truth cannot grow old.
never old.
Written in the spirit, on a page that cannot hold. Da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da.
Jah Jah, Jah Jah.
So let the scholars argue over every dotted line. I get my revelation from the sun upon the pine. The scroll is in the olive tree, in the river stone so smooth. In the eyes of the elder with the everlasting truth, it's a seal upon a faithful, a fire against the coal. A map out of this Babylon more precious far than gold.
So now tear the page, now burn it, for it lives in every breath. And its final holy chapter is a victory over death. Scroll of the ancients, unroll it for I.
Let I see
The living law of Mount Zion beneath the endless sky. Scroll of the ancients, truth cannot grow old.
never old.
Written in the spirit on a page that cannot hold.
Cha cha,
Scroll of the ancients,
cha cha, ooh, cha cha,
scroll of the ancients,
cha cha, ooh, cha cha,
scroll of the ancients,
cha ooh, cha cha,
scroll of the ancients.
cha ooh, cha cha, ooh, ooh.
They build their towers quickly with the mortar made of lies. A shiny, shaky palace that will fall before our eyes. But I have knelt in a riverbed, searching smooth and perfect way. A different kind of building for a different kind of stay. Not for prideful pinnacles that pierce the holy sky, but for walls of living justice that no storm can ever pry. Each stone is a story of a pressure born and past, selected for its fitting, made to eternally last. Stone upon stone, in a rhythm slow and sure, raising up a citadel that will forever endure. Stone upon stone, with a patience deep and wide, we are building up a kingdom where the peaceful can abide. You cannot rush this process with the whip or with the comb. A true wall finds its alignment, corner by corner, joint by joint. The plumb line is righteousness, the level is the heart. A blueprint made in Zion from which we cannot depart. And if a stone is anger, rough edged and sharp to touch, the mason's art is patience to smooth it down so much until it finds its purpose in the universal wall. A shelter for the weary, answering a righteous call. Stone upon stone, in a rhythm slow and sure, raising up a citadel that will forever endure. Stone upon stone, with a patience deep and wide, we are building up a kingdom where the peaceful can abide. The music narrows to the sounds of the masons working a patient, granular drums. It feels focused, physical, then a moment of stillness. The mason steps back to view the work. Suddenly a Ritgen-scarred trumpets blaze forth in a glorious sun-drenched fanfare. The horns play a soaring, majestic melody that climbs higher and higher. A musical revelation of the beautiful, completed structure shining in the light. The rhythm is joyous, proud and expansive, celebrating the visible triumph of collective labor before settling back into the rock-solid roots groove. So bring your tested burden, your rock of grief and pain. Lay it in the common wall where it transforms to gain. We are all both builder and the block that must be laid in the heat of day and
Show.
Take my post in the midnight hour, when the wicked world is asleep, where the shadows dance with power, promises they cannot keep. I sight the distant fires, the false lights on the coast, and I sound the one alarm that matters to the faithful host. For I don't watch for armies with their banners and their guns. I watch for the slow poison that kills a people once it runs. A corrosion of the spirit, a forgetting of the name. And I will call it out in truth, though they curse me for the shame. A watchman on the wall, what do you see in the night? I see the serpent twisting, but I also see the light. Watchman on the wall, what do you hear on the wind? I hear the chains are rattling and the hymn of the redeemed. Hear the hymn? Yeah. They will offer you sweet water from a cistern that is cracked, and sell you pretty visions of a future that is packed with everything the body wants and nothing that the soul needs, sowing among the people their parasitic seed. But my eyes are sharpened by the lash of history's scorn. I can see the storm clouds forming long before the rain is born. So I blow this ragged trumpet, not a polished golden horn, to wake the sleeping warriors to this most desperate morn. Watchman on the wall, what do you see in the night? I see the serpent twisting, but I also see the light. Watchman on the wall, what do you hear on the wind? I hear the chains are rattling and the hymn of the redeemed. Yeah. So heed the warning, children, and pass it down the line. The true fight is for your mind, your destiny divine. The wall is not of stone, but a boundary in the soul, between the righteous purpose and the emptiness they sell. This watchman's post is lonely, a burden and a grace, to see the truth of ages reflected in this present place. So I will stand here steadfast until my final breath is drawn,
to greet the cruelest midnight and to herald the true dawn.